Hi guys, welcome back to another part in the Rosanna Has No Self-Control series, featuring yet more Prismatic Evolutions. I have just realised I've not yet got my sleeves out. There we go. But yeah, this time we have one of the boxes I have been sat on now for a little while since they did a restock, because it is a Pokemon Center ETB. I've got other stuff I've been sat on for even longer that I'm yet to open, but you know, I keep telling myself I'm not buying anymore, so I've got to ration what I do have. So, you know, it sits there while I kind of go, let's not do it yet, because I'm going to get to a point when I don't have any more boxes or packs to open. Although that hasn't happened yet, because, you know, they keep releasing new sets, and I keep pre-ordering them because I want the Pokemon Center boxes, because, as we all know, I want the promos. But we have done one of these before, however, it just wasn't a Pokemon Center one. Got one of these lovely player guides. Means I've got two now, so it means I've got one to keep with the box and one to put in my player's guide collection, because, you know, I'm like that. And I don't know which way I want this. The only difference from last time is that this time, well, there's two differences with this box. It's one extra pack, two extra packs. I want to say it's 11. Throwing things around already. Yeah, it's 11 extra packs of cards, so 2 extra packs. But what we actually want, and it's tucked in with the sleeves, is this gorgeous promo. And the thing I like is the fact that it says Pokemon Center right there. That is why I buy these boxes. But it is a very cute card, and I can make a decision now, because now I've got one. I could open up my other one to put in my binder, however, and obviously it won't have Pokemon Center on it, it'll just be a normal one, or I could leave it sealed. I could use it to trade for something, I don't know. And then we've got the sleeves in there. I'm not going to get this all out. There's energy still in there that I'm not going to worry about. There's dice, damage counters. And then here we have it. Make sure I've got, knocking them over. We have 11 packs. So, yeah, 11 packs to get into it. We have started today. I've got my spreadsheet up, and I've actually got binders. Oh, I say finally. I haven't bought new ones. I've evicted some of my other cards out of some binders that I don't have many of that set, but they have their own binder. So I've evicted those for now, from 2 different binders, because it's such a big set. So I've got one for this one. But we are starting on having a total completion of 38%. 59% of the standard, 49% reverse, 13% Pokeball even, and 4% masterable. So we shall see what that looks like at the end. 172 cards found so far out of 447. That doesn't feel great somehow, considering how many packs I feel like I've opened. But it is one of those sets. And before I do start opening, the next thing I'm going to do, I think I showed last time, making sure I can see it, I showed some of the evolution ones I've done, but we've got a new friend in town. Meet Mr. Snorlax as a beanie. Links are below. And if there's another one you'd like, there's some I'm yet to do yet. I may have done them by the time this video goes out, but there's a few more planned. But if there is one you'd like, and I haven't done it, I currently haven't done it, don't have it, message me. I am more than willing to take custom requests for these, and they're the same price, the custom requests, as the ones I've already done. I just quite enjoy doing them, and it'd be lovely to try and, I'd say, build a whole Pokedex, although I've done a bit of a random mix so far. But yeah, it'd be fun to try and do all of them. So yeah, let me know. But let's see what we've got. I genuinely cannot remember what I have or haven't pulled at this point. Having done the black and white boxes even since then. Ooh, we have a Pokeball in our first pack, which is always good. I know I put the sleeves on the side, but I didn't open them. That would be far too organised. What's behind it? What's behind it? Oh, a reverse Bronzor. Never gonna complain about a reverse. And we're finishing off with a silver. I swear, honestly, I don't actually. I'm saying that. I was gonna say I swear honestly. I've pulled so many of these. I don't think I have. I think that's my first dupe. And if that is the case, then I'll check when I do my spreadsheet. I might just check now actually, if it's open next to me. Because I definitely have this. This is a spare, and I'm going to have a very, very, very happy friend. So I will check in a bit, as all my dupes are in numerical order in a box. Because before I put them all in a folder, I managed to mix up my pile of cards that were... I'd kind of got a pile of dupes and a pile of ordered cards, and while I was waiting to get a folder... Reverse. Whimsicott. Yeah, I'd got a pile of... Yeah, I'd got like a dupes pile in numerical order and a keeps pile for when I got a folder. And then I managed to mix them all up because I'd opened a few different things at different times and created different piles and then forgotten which was which, so I've had to go through it all. Yeah. So all my dupes are actually numeric. Well, I say numerically, they're numerical on the card set numbers to let me know which I've got, and I think that's the only one. I realise I'm rambling, don't worry guys. I got excited there, I thought that was something else. Reverse Trainer, reverse Hippowdon. Ooh, a beautiful card there. Yes, and I think, my luck recently is when I've seemed to have pulled full arts, it's one I've already got. But I do not believe I have this one. I do not. That is a lovely card. This is having some good luck for me so far. Prismatic is being kind. I'm hoping this continues through the rest of the packs. Oh, well, that missed completely. My friend Evie. I keep seeing people, they did it with this set, they've done it with black and white, on about the God packs. I keep hoping that I might get one. Same reverse as I've just had, I think. That is definitely the same reverse, and a Monkey Toy. I was going to say, those two are definitely the same as the previous pack. That would have been insane if that had been the same as well. Like, that would have been too much luck. But yeah, I keep seeing people who've had these God packs, and you can tell from the first card, and I'm yet to get my own. It would be a lot of fun to get a God pack. And you kind of like, you turn it over, is it? No. Well, it could still be a really good pack, but it's like, it's not a pack just full of hits. I don't know why that happens. Reverse. A Vaporeon. Cute. I can't actually remember for this set which of the evolutions I'm missing, and I know my folder's sat next to me. However, because I put them in by set numerical order, they're not next to each other. So we have done 5 packs. So this is the midway point. So 5 packs, and we've got 1 full art, 1 Pokeball, just showing that while I've got some nice cards here, the pull rate of Prismatic is pretty shocking. But I'm just hoping reverse, reverse. A Glaceon! I'm going for all of them, aren't I swear. I'm just hoping like that some of these, well at least one of these is new, and one of them is a new dupe. This is kind of cute down here, look. Got 3 out of 9. Just hoping there's a few new cards to go in the binder, because that kind of makes me feel better. It's more depressing when you've opened a load of packs and you get like one card that you need, and that is the point that I tend to stop buying packs and start buying singles, because there's nothing worse, because it's not like these are cheap. Reverse, reverse. Oh, another Whimsicott. There's nothing worse than buying more packs that, one, are a disaster to get hold of in the first place, because people are buying them up to sell them on horribly inflated. And, you know, even if you can get them at retail, they're not cheap. So I'd rather, instead of spending like £55 for one ETB from Pokemon Center, if you can get them from Pokemon Center, instead of spending that, I'd rather spend that and getting just nothing but repeats, because there's no guarantee that you'll get any hits, that even that you've already got, that are worth anything. I'd just rather spend that money on buying singles. I think I've seen a flash of what's at the back, and if it is what I think it is, that's really, really good. Oh no, maybe I didn't see what I thought it was. Ah, oh, it's still really, really good though. It's a Pokeball. It's a reverse, and it's a holo, and a holo energy. I thought for a second it peeked out the back. I thought I'd got a gold card at the back. I'm sure this set's still got gold cards. And that is an Okie Dokie Pokeball. And we've got another one of the Evolutions. It's not the holo, it's the reverse. But I don't even know why I'm sleeving it as a reverse. But it kind of goes in with all my Evolutions that I've got for today. It would be fun if we did get one of each, because I have pulled Eevee in there as well. I know there's an Eevee, at least one Eevee in this pile somewhere. Energy, so 3 packs to go. Come on, God pack. Nope. A girl can dream. You know, maybe one day. Litleo reverse, Dunsparce reverse, and an Iron Boulder. None of the Evolutions there. So pack number 10. I was hoping for a few more Pokeballs or Master Balls from this box, because actually the majority of what I'm missing is those, and I know it's random luck on if it's in the reverse slot, but I was hoping I was going to be slightly luckier. This seems to be a very grey trainer heavy pack. There we go, a bit of green. And then a trainer. And we have a Cottony reverse. We have a Black Belt's training reverse. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And we have an EVX. Oh. So while I pulled, I'm going to say boring, I don't mean boring, but like a normal boring Eevee, like just the common. There we go. We have this one. I love these, are textured as well. But that is a lovely card. There's so much glare. Oh. So we've got like a whole set of part of the Evolutions here. You know. Let's sort of put them more in set order. So we're missing Leafeon and Espeon and Jolteon and Flareon. Unless this is a God pack, I don't think we can get all 4 of those in one pack. But you know, stranger things I guess have happened. This could be my day. I doubt it, but you know, it could. Nope. There's always that chance. See what we end on. we have an execute reverse, so that means I've pulled the Pokeball and the normal and the reverse, just not the Master Ball, unless it's behind it. It's not. We have a Black Belt's training reverse, and we are... oh! Another Mila. What are the odds? Like, genuinely, we've pulled the same card. Can't pick this one up. Twice in one box. I'm not going to complain. It is a good card. I need to check its value. But, yeah, as if. What are the odds? 2 full art trainers and both the same one. And then we've got our Holo Energy. So, I am going to work out what I've got. And I will be back shortly. And I think we'll put them in the binder together today. So, I am back. We have a rather large pile here of duplicates, including my first Pokeball duplicate. That Pokeball, was it Okie Dokie? I've already forgotten. Short-term memory, spine of a goldfish here. That was a Pokeball, is one I already have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 new cards to go in. I'm at a grand total now of 41% complete, and I'm pretty confident. I was going to say my totals for Pokeball didn't change, but the Execute is a new one. But yeah, no new Master Balls, so mostly standards and reverse. So I have 2 folders here. Because this set is so big, it does not actually fit into one folder, not a standard one anyway. Let's create myself some space, because then we'll be able to see what on earth I'm doing. But we're going to put them in and have a look at the set so far. I think the red one is the second half of the set, including promos that actually fit in a folder because they're not in with the cards, like dividers even. No, green is the second half. Red is the first part of the set. Wrong way around. I picked them up the wrong way around. Didn't check. Rookie mistake. So this red one is where we start off. So, look at that. Good start. There's a hair in there. So yeah, we have... I'm just gonna... If I shift it, are we fully on screen? We are. Right. I'm also going to add some light because, I don't know, it feels slightly dark. That might be overkill. But I can now see what on earth I'm doing. So, obviously with these cards, I like to have one of each. So that's why this folder looks so gappy, and you basically get 2 Pokemon per page, because there'll be a standard, the reverse, the Pokeball, and the Master Ball. So, first one is our Execute Pokeball. You know, at least it's one more on a page. Making sure we can see. And nothing new for here. But we have got a cottony reverse. You can see it's a lot of Pokeballs and Master Balls. And then we've got nothing for a little while. I have had a flurry on it. So my hair gets everywhere in these. So here we go, some more cards. We haven't got another card until card 39, so it's another couple of pages. But here we have the majority of the sets of Glaceon. I've managed to get the Holo, the reverse, the Pokeball. I'm just missing the Master Ball, but Suicune is a complete set of 4. So ideally, for those that have all of the versions, this is what it will look like eventually for every card. So... here we go. Right, yay! Finally get a new one. So we've got the reverse of Aromatisse, and she gets yet another hair. I don't quite understand how they get everywhere quite as badly as they do. And then we're going to have a few pages of nothingness, and then we're going to get to another hair. Larvitar reverse, yay! It's a nice feeling when you get to put a card in. And then we're going to turn some pages. Can't believe I pulled 2 of that reverse today. You know, of all the reverses I'm missing, I got 2 of that one. But next up is the Umbreon reverse. It's nice to be able to put another one in. And then my next one is not for a couple of pages. I'm having to double check numbers on cards because this is the EVEX. Yay! So we'll have a standard, a reverse, a Pokeball, a Master Ball. So he goes in there. Or she. And whatever card 76 is must also be a... Yes, it's also an EX. I was going to say, because there's only one gap. And when I put these in, I counted them. Oh, look at this. 2 cards for this page, because we also have the Hoot Hoot reverse. Yeah, I go through, I have to when I do these. I'm like, card 1, reverse, Pokemon Master, 2, reverse. It gets slightly obsessive. So, nothing new for these pages. But we've had the Lopunny reverse, but I now have the standard. So that's another gap. And then we have a new one for here, because for Amaris, I've had the reverse and the Pokeball, but I now have the standard. So that is a complete set for that trainer card. Yay! It's nice when you actually get to a complete set. Right, next one is the reverse of number 96. Just the Pokeball missing. Then my next one is the reverse of 98. Again, just the Pokeball missing. I don't know if the next card in my pile, I'm not sure if it's going to be in this folder or the next one. It's not going to be in this folder, so this is what this one looks like. A lot of these, look, you can see I've got the standard first but no Pokeball. So that's that one. Here's folder number 2. We pick up where we left off. Yes, it's this big if you want to do it like I do them. And these folders each hold 360 cards. So, right, next one, 125 reverse. Right, and then the last card to go in is going to be Mila. So we've got 34. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and that is 143, so 1, 2, 3. So that's all. This will look very pretty when eventually I can get all of these full art trainers in. But as you can see, so these pages are missing cards, so I don't actually remember how many are in this set. Let's have a quick looky in this book. So 180 is the last card number. So yeah, these pages that are left blank are missing full out cards. But the last thing I'm going to do is I like putting trainers in. So I'm just gonna did I say trainers? I don't mean trainers, I mean energies. So I like having one of the standard, one of the holo. I haven't sorted these, so I'm literally going to be flicking back and forth. So I'm looking for the holo of that, the holo of that, and the holo of that. Ooh, we've got one of them. Yay! So, and then that's a dupe. So that holo fire energy is just eluding me, and so is that one. And then the only promo, it's not the only promo I have from Prismatic, it's because most of the holos obviously are numbered and they're part of the Scarlet and Violet promo set, so they have their own folder. But this is the only one of the Prismatic stamped ones, so anything like that is going to go in this folder. And hopefully eventually I'll get all 9 of them, because that'll be a very pretty page. But I've had 2 of those boxes and I've pulled the same one twice, because that is my luck. But anyway, I for Prismatic. There is only one more little booster box to go, but I do have some other ETBs coming up with some other sets. So I shall see you next time.